This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise and with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Shalom. Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukakwadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach Yasha Allah well through the Spirit, alongside the elders and bishops, as they are the true teachers for the nation of Yasha Allah on earth today. Peace, blessings, salutations, and respect to the Akim pushing this 100% gospel the world over, risking their lives for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's sake. To you few sisters who are doing the right thing, to you I say Shalom. While Adwan Ratazah, this lesson, which means Lord willing, Adwan Ratazah meaning Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Okay? The reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6 is because of this article right here from endtimeheadlines.org, dated January the 10th, 2023, the hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass. Okay? And as you can see from the headline, California pummeled by landslides, sinkholes, and floodwaters. 200,000 people without power, 17 deaths, thousands evacuated. Alright? And you know, it's Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai doing this. That's why you should fear Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And as we read on, it says, sinkholes swallowed cars and floodwaters, swamped towns, and swept away a small boy, as California was racked by more wild winter, while the next system in a powerful string of storms loomed on the horizon Tuesday. Millions of people were under flood warnings, and more than 200,000 homes and businesses were without power because of heavy rains. Alright, and you know, the Lord is severely judging Babylon the Great, man. Alright? Despite whether you're a boy or a woman, a baby, an old age person, doesn't matter. Alright? Because there's no respect of persons with the Most High. Okay? He wounds, he makes alive, he kills, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Alright? He's the one that's bringing this judgment. Okay? 200,000 homes and businesses were without power because of heavy rains, lightning, hail, and landslides. Okay? So imagine the impact on the economy. Imagine, you know, how much jobs would have been put on hold at least, or been completely lost. Alright, thousands were ordered to evacuate their homes. At least 17 people have died from storms that began late last month. Governor Gavin Newsom said during a visit to the scenic town of Capitola on the Santa Cruz coast that was hard hit by high surf and flooding creek waters last week. The deaths included a pickup truck driver and a motorcyclist killed Tuesday morning when a eucalyptus tree fell on them on Highway 99 in the San Joaquin Valley near Visalia, the California Highway Patrol said. You can see that'd be a clip of the storm. And here's some accounts of, you know, people's testimony of it. The storm that began Monday dumped more than a foot, which is 30 centimeters of rain at higher elevations in central and southern California, and buried Sierra Nevada ski resorts in more than 5 feet. More than 5 feet of snow. Rockfalls and landslides shut down roads, and gushing runoff turns sections of freeways into waterways. Swollen rivers swamped homes, and residents of small communities inundated with water and mud were stranded. Mud flows dragged sheds, gazebos, and outhouses in the creek, he said. After helping neighbors get to higher ground, he returned home to find his fence destroyed by waist-deep mud. A helicopter dropped 10 sheriff's deputies Tuesday to help the residents. Resident of the small agricultural community of Planada, which is along a main highway leading to Yosemite National Park, were ordered Tuesday to pack up and leave after Bear Creek overflowed and flooded some homes. Right, and there's nothing that anyone can do about this. Who can drive? All right. These these pestilences away, these natural disasters that Esau likes to say, which is the Lord doing it. Who can drive them away? All right. You know, this should be a wake-up call to our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners scattered among these other nations that may look like them, were Israelites. Alright, because they descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through their fathers. Alright, you're the children of Israel. Alright, you're the biblical Hebrew Israelites in repentance. Alright, is open for you. All right. These are sent as scourges for amendment to change your ways, because the Most High is angry with the wickedness that's taking place. All right, on planet Earth. All right, let's get another precept. All right, because Esau, he likes to say, "Oh, it's Mother Nature," you know, that certain disasters take place. When, well, in all actuality, it's the Lord that's doing it. Okay, and whoever perished being innocent, and whoever the righteous cut off. All right, so those people, man, they sinned in their past life, in their current life. So the Lord saw fit to judge them. Okay, this is let's get Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Alright, and we're in a time of war and evil and of pestilence, most certainly. It's clear, it's evident. Like even your mainstream news, they're reporting on cases like this. Okay? And mainly at Great Millstone, GMS, and other camps that follow the doctrine of GMS. Alright? We bring out prophecies and we really look into current events that's taking place, all right, and filter it through the scriptures, man. That's how we measure the times diligently. Okay. Verse 9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, hath truly sent him. All right. So we're not in a time of peace. Okay, this isn't the time to be making mirth. All right, because the sword is sharpened. Esau sharpened his sword, pursuant to Book of Ezekiel. Okay. Now, with the aftermath of, those floods, all right, and the landslides, all right, consider the economic disruption and devastation it will bring, all right, as well as the loss of services from this, all right, people's homes displaced, people are displaced because of that, all right, of course, death, mourning, and diseases will come about because of this, because of, infection and, microorganisms in the water, and people can become infected by that, all right, loss of power, which can contribute to a potential blackout, and most certainly equipment failure. Right, not to mention power lines, which is a hazard, tremendous hazard. All right, and gas leaks within the environment. Okay, that's the book of Numbers, the 16th chapter. All right, and this is this is the account of when Korah and his men rose up against Moses. Okay, but as we go further down, we know that the Most High instructed Moses to depart from the tabernacle of Dathan, Abiram, and Korah. That's verse 23. Let's get straight to the point. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan, Abiram, and the elders of Yasha'ala followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch you none of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they gat up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that Yahweh hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh hath not sent me. Verse 30. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh, right? I.e. a sinkhole, okay? The earth opening up. Verse 31. And it came to pass, as he made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up in their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah and all their goods. Right, so they were consumed by the sinkhole. Verse 33, they and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. Alright, so it's the Lord that, that causes that sinkhole, that causes these tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, typhoons, alright, volcanic eruptions. It's all Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, go back to the article to remind. California pummeled by landslides, sinkholes, and flood waters without power. 17 deaths, thousands evacuated. That's why repentance, right, is a must. So Adon Ratazar, I'm going to end it right here. This lesson was edifying. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and labour in this word and doctrine, leading the flock by example. In closing, I'd like to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom, Wa Ababa Ball, we got next, Kwame Asherala, upwards and onwards, Shalom to the elect.